ค Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. And welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and Coffee Stream episode 362. And it's my turn to be sorry about last night. the the boys were really not wanting to go to sleep last night. And I was really just exhausted after um, dealing with that, and I feel really bad. I'm not late. I started at 12. I just had some really awesome Tool style royalty free music playing. By the way, if any of you guys wanted to start your streams with some music and not get yourself struck, um, hello, Madam Napsalot. Hello, Lord Famine. How long before the boys lost their fight with sleep? Well, strangely enough, the 3-year-old was okay. It was the 6-year-old last night that was the problem, and he passed out at after 10. It was after 10, because when I got downstairs, it was 10:30 something. And I went back and forth about streaming for about 10 minutes, and then I came, it was ridiculous. Hello, Leo Prime 75. Hello, Wikipedia Snippet. Hello, Gunfox. Hello, WR Costin. Hello, Lord Famine. Hello to everybody. And I am very sorry about last night. So let's make it up. Let's have a nice, good stream today. If anyone wants to make me run on the elliptical, it's there behind me. I'll just have to take down the blanket. Remember that half of the Streamlabs donations will be going to my aunt's GoFundMe this Thursday. That's what I'm doing this week. And I've got some news. Are all always tops online? Well, thank you, Lord Famine. Sometimes shit goes sideways. Yep, it does. It does. Coffee good. So, I've got some news for you guys. There's, of course, stuff in Discord from Gunfox. There is, so the coffee and coffee stream is vital. Absolutely. Absolutely. You must have coffee with Coffee Stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open... There's a story from Pinkalo that I'm going to read. And then I have a Pierre Polyev video, of course. And then I'm going to jump in the Discord and grab a couple of Gunfox's stories. What I might do is I might do like a New Year's Day Gunfox news stream. That's honestly what I may do. Just go through my Discord. If I can't read all the stories, just read the headlines of some of them. Oh! Lord Famine. I will get you hooked up with that. I will send you a message on Patreon with the link, and I will get your roles set as soon as you join, your patron roles and everything. Okay? I will do that for you as soon as the stream is over. I don't know why. I have screwed around with Patreon bot, and I think so has Pinkalo. But for some reason, it just does not want to accept its roles, because I've given it roles in Discord. and it just doesn't want to put the patrons into the Discord, which is quite frustrating. Gunfox News, I've got the theme to the A-Team playing in my head right now. Oh god. Oh, that's funny. So, we're gonna read a story from Pinkalo, and then we're gonna watch a bit of a video called Hands Off Our Pensions. Hello, Uzi Q. Okay. And it's really funny. If anyone who wasn't watching Minions on Christmas Day, I got Sinatra. Sinatra bought Mortal Kombat 11. So there may very well be a Blind Press versus Sinatra Says Mortal Kombat stream at some point soon. So that'll be interesting. It Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. And he didn't even remember he bought it the next day until the morning. He's like, "Oh shit." But it was fun. I haven't talked to Sinatra in quite a bit, so it was cool to talk to him again. So, I have not seen the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie. I will look it up and we will watch it live. We will react to it. We will react to it right on stream. That is what we will do. All right. Share screen, please. Ahem. So this is a shock to nobody unless you have no idea about viruses. So this is a CBC News story. Ontario identifies first cases of COVID-19 variant detected in the UK. No shit, it's a virus. It's going to mutate no matter where in the world you happen to be. So, let's take a listen to this story that is, I'm sure, going to sound like the world is coming to a goddamn end.
List 1 item. A couple was found to be carrying the virus, but neither had traveled or been in contact with a known case, officials say 2:45.
Yeah, because it's...
Ontario announced on Saturday its first 2 confirmed cases in the province of the COVID-19 variant, first identified in the United Kingdom.
Because it's a virus that will mutate. Why are people shocked by this? Does anyone know how many common colds there are? Or does everyone think that the cold they get is the exact same virus with the exact same thing every year? Oh my god. People are so very frustrating.
Ontario is the first province to identify the new COVID-19 variant. The confirmed cases identified are from a couple from Durham region with no known travel history, exposure or high-risk contacts, Dr. Barbara Yeff, Ontario's Associate Chief Medical Officer of Health, said in a news release on Saturday. Durham region is east of Toronto. You are currently on it.
Yeah. It's mutating because it's a virus. Yes, flu does mutate like crazy. That's why they say that the flu vaccine is only partially effective, because it's only able to be I think it's like the last year's flu is what you're vaccinated against. Like, of course it mutates. Has nobody played Plague Incorporated? Oh, that's funny. So this is very frustrating.
Advertisement. Advertisement. And both it.
Come on.
Bullet.
Let's go.
Bis-
Oh, come on, Chrome.
Chrome has new window. You are currently on a. This further. Both individuals have been informed and are now in self-isolation as per public health protocols, it said. You are currently. This further reinforces the need for Ontarians to stay home as much as possible and continue to follow all public health advice, including the province-wide shutdown measures beginning today, Yep said.
Yes, because staying home will keep the virus from mutating. Oh. No, I know what they're trying to say, but of course they're going to find this variant here. It's going to mutate.
List 1 item. Bullet link. End of the list. Durham Region Health Department has conducted case and contact investigation, and Ontario is working in collaboration with our federal counterparts at the Public Health Agency of Canada. The variant has now been detected in multiple countries beyond Britain, including Denmark, Belgium, Australia, and the Netherlands.
Because it's a virus and it will mutate. I feel like a broken record at this point. I really do.
With inbound international travel, it is not unexpected to have identified the new variant in Ontario, the news release said.
Yes, because for some reason we're still allowing people to come in. We're still allowing international people to come in. Susan is at it again. Uh-oh, did your comment get eaten?
Advertisement. Third part. Frame 4. End of. Heading level 2. No evidence new variant more severe. FAC. The federal government.
FAC is Public Health Agency of Canada, by the way.
Heading. The federal government currently has a monitoring program in place with the provinces and territories to identify new COVID-19 variants in the country, such as the ones identified in the United Kingdom and South Africa. While early data suggests that these new variants may be more transmissible, to date there is no evidence that they cause more severe disease or have any impact on antibody response or vaccine effectiveness, the Public Health Agency of Canada, FAC, said in a statement on Saturday.
More transmissible. Jesus Christ. How much more transmissible can this shit be? Oh. This is... Is it... If a rival country steals proprietary biological warfare information, is it plagiarism? That's funny.
Pearson Airport.
Well done,
December,
Wikipedia snippet.
Pearson Airport, December 20th, 20 image.
So this is Pearson Airport. This picture. Let me move a bit.
Canada.
So Pearson Airport is an airport in Toronto. And this is a picture of the airport as of December 20th, which was last weekend. So this...
More research is required. Canada halted all flights arriving from the United Kingdom on December 20th until January 6th, 2021, after the new COVID-19 variant was first detected, Evan Mitsui/CBC.
So they only halted flights from the UK, even though it's now in other countries. How about you just not allow people from outside of the country into the country right now? I know. Supremely racist of me. But, hey.
More research is required to confirm these findings, and the Canadian and global medical, public health, and research communities are actively evaluating these mutations.
Okay.
As monitoring continues, FACT says it is expected that other cases of this variant, along with other variants of concern, will be found in Canada.
Yeah.
A text element.
And for that reason, you should probably not allow international travel, either in or out. Just looked, Plague Incorporated is on sale on Steam for less than $7. Nice. Yeah, I don't, honestly, even if you are a Canadian citizen, I have very strong if you are in another country, or like, you shouldn't have gone unless you're living in that country. If you're living in that country and you're a Canadian citizen and you want to come home right now, like, unless it's a death in the family or something, you shouldn't be allowed to come in. Like, there better be a damn good reason why you need to come in if you're a citizen. Otherwise, no international travel right now. If people really want to stop the spread of this thing, stop with the international travel for a bit. This is frustrating.
Furthermore, as these two cases did not travel outside of Canada, it is important to follow public health measures and limit contact with others to reduce the transmission of the virus and any of its variants in communities, it said. List 1 item. Chrome has bullet link. End of the list. Advertisement. Third party. Frame 5.
Sorry about this, guys.
Recognizing the potential increased risk that inbound international travelers may pose with this new variant, the province continues to call on the federal government to urgently partner with Ontario to implement testing at Toronto Pearson International Airport. Chrome has...
Or you could just stop allowing international travel. You guys want to... Seriously, you guys want to lock stuff down? Lock down international flights for 28 days. That's what you should be locking down. Exactly, Lord Famine. This is just more fear-mongering. Ooh, new strain. We need more restrictions. Do what we say for the greater good. Yes. Yeah.
Earlier this week, Ontario Premier Doug Ford said the federal government wasn't doing enough to protect Ontario from international travelers, suggesting they're a problematic source of COVID-19 spread in the province. You are currently on...
Well, I suppose that Pearson is not... Pearson is an international airport, which I guess would fall under the jurisdiction of the feds, I guess. So I guess that would be correct to do.
However, based on the provincial government's own statistics. Link. Travel-related COVID-19 cases represent a small number of infections. Chrome has...
So it's okay to travel internationally because that poses a small amount of infections, but you have to... This is getting frustrating. Every time I hear the phrase, or hear the phrase "for the greater good," I get a flashback to the movie Hot Fuzz.
Less than 2% of all COVID-19 cases reported in Canada have been a result of international travel, according to VAC.
Okay.
List 1 item. Bullet link. Regardless of whether federal support is forthcoming, the Ontario government is prepared to act on its own to implement an airport testing program, the provincial news release said. Chrome has... Advertisement.
I still think you should close international travel.
Third party at... Fred and Bob. We hope this troubling news invites the federal government to reconsider their position, the Office for Ontario's Minister of Health Christine Elliott wrote in an emailed statement to CBC News. We've long stood ready to work in partnership to implement enhanced testing, but will do so alone if needed. You are currently heading level 2.
I don't know. This is I've often said my position about this virus. I do not doubt that if you have a low immune system or other illnesses or you're elderly, that this virus is something to be concerned about. I wouldn't say even to be frightened of. I would just say to be concerned about. Right? I don't think you should be panic stricken about this virus, even if you are low immunity, because there are precautions you can take to protect yourself. This is not like smallpox. This is not like Ebola. This is not like the plague. Hi, Purity Bear. I I just really feel I I just feel that this is much or too much fear mongering. I feel that there are many more viruses that were treated with much less hype and fear mongering that should have been treated the way this is being treated. Like swine flu, for example. That would have been something to be much more concerned and loud about than the media was. Pear trees do grow in Ontario. Not like smallpox. Is that a blanket statement? They are treating corona like it's the Black Death, and it's not helpful at all. And it's going to cause, between the fear mongering that they're doing and the lockdowns that they're implementing, this is going to have, like Functional was saying the other day, a huge and much more long lasting impact on the mental health of our society and the individuals in our society than COVID itself ever will. It's it's just sad and very frustrating to have to deal with just to deal with this fear mongering and to be accused of not caring or being, an anti-masker. Like Pincalo actually got told that the other day. I should have him tell that story next Blind and Special. But to be told that you don't care about this stuff because you're trying to be reasonable about it. It's very frustrating. It's ridiculous. So, I'm told there's a Mortal Kombat trailer that I should be looking at. So let's take a look here. Let's search this up here. For those of you going, what the hell is she doing? I'm typing in Braille. Which one do I want here? Mortal Kombat. Let's try that one. Let's try trailer number 1. Copy link. There we go. Okay. Copied. And now going to my DMs. There we go. Let's paste that and send it. All right. And now let's go and watch it. And also, guys, if you could share my channel link around far and wide. I'm trying to get to 800 subs. I was hoping to hit 1,000 by the end of this year, but because of all the crap that was going on, I haven't been producing consistent enough content. So I think that's not right for me to, hope for that. But I am really close to 800. I'm like 7 away. So, it would really be awesome if you guys could throw this channel around. Yeah, 800 by the new year. That would be great. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I have to get to the back to the beginning here. Okay. All right. No, I'm looking up Mortal Kombat. It sort of resembles playing a flute or fingering up a guitar's fretboard. Kind of, Wikipedia snippet. That's, let's see here. Did I get back to the beginning of the trailer? I need to make sure. Yes, I did. Okay. Now I can share the screen. StreamYard. Okay. Where are we here? Way up at the top of the page, not where I need to be. Of course. There we go. Okay. Now, I have not seen this trailer yet. So this is going to be a completely cold reaction. All right. So this is the first trailer for Mortal Kombat 2021. So let's take a look here. Oops. All right. I am going into
You
this.
killed my wife,
Oh, dear.
my son.
Another
You
scorpion.
face your death.
In the beginning were the Elder Gods. They created a tournament to safeguard each realm from the threat of invasion.
I'm liking the music.
Once a generation, the finest warriors must do battle to decide the fate of them. I, Shang Tsung, emissary of the great Shao Kahn,
I don't like Shang
Welcome
Tsung's
you.
voice though.
to Mortal Kombat.
I will see you die.
I don't like the voice actor or the actor for Shang Tsung. Nice music though. I like the instrumental Mortal Kombat theme. I really like the instrumental Mortal Kombat theme. It's cool.
Murderer.
Was that Goro? Sweet. I hope that's Goro. That was pretty cool, actually. Thank you for having me look that up, Eric Kai. Which reminds me of that dumb Twitch censorship of blind playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, that's Goro. That had to be a fan-made trailer. I don't know. Because there is Mortal Kombat 2021. I know there is. It's a live-action thing. Because there's Scorpion's Revenge. And then there's... which was the animated one. Which came out last year. And then there is actually a live-action Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out. And that was the only trailers that I could find were from the entertainment, that Lazar Entertainment channel. So I'm not sure if that was a fan-made trailer. It had 2 scenes from the movie Sucker Punch sliced in. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I wish I could have found the real trailer. Maybe if I find the, maybe if I get... I'll keep looking for the real trailer. That's the shitty part about doing this, blind. Is sometimes you get that happening. 'Cause, yeah, that's the shitty part about doing this blind. 'Cause sometimes you make that mistake and you look like a dumbass. However, I do have a video that I know is actually from Polyev. And I have not watched it either. So we're going to watch some of it. It's 10 minutes long. I don't think we're going to watch the whole thing. But I am going to pause it and comment on it and see what this is about. I don't know if it's a full monologue or if it's him going against somebody. So, like I said, we're going to watch this a cold as well. And hopefully it's actually going to cooperate and not play. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you, video. I need you not to autoplay so I can get the screen shared. So thank you for cooperating. Okay. Why am I all the way back up to the top of the page again? That's not helpful. I need to be over here. Okay. So yeah, hopefully I can get some matches in with Sinatra Says, because that would be fun. He's like, I haven't played fighting games in so long. He's like, you're gonna get the win right away. I'm like, we'll see. I don't know. I've been playing like shit lately, so. Okay. So this is a 9-minute, 59-second video. I do not think we're gonna watch the whole thing, but we'll see. We'll play part of it and we'll see.
Today I rise to address Bill C-231, which on the surface appears a noble attempt to direct our pension funds exclusively towards the common good. But the old adage is that the how is even more important than the what. And the devil is in the details. Because the honorable member who proposes this bill is afraid of the devil, he has avoided the details altogether in his bill. The member proposes an amendment to the Canada Pension Plan Investment Board Act. The amendment would create a new requirement, and I will read it here, that the investment policy standards and procedures taking into account environmental, social, and governance factors shall provide that no investment be made or held in an entity if there are reasons to believe that the entity has performed acts or carried out work contrary to ethical business practices, including the commission of human, labor, or environmental rights violations. Well,
what the how can you investigate that? He reminds me of Stephen Colbert, except, you know, intelligent and actually amusing. You know, the way Stephen Colbert used to be. He's the way Stephen Colbert used to be back in 2000. But how the hell do you even investigate that? And does that mean, are you going to hold that up to anybody investing in anything in Chinese related? So much moralizing BS in the bill, right? This is crazy.
what is meant by all of the terminology that the member puts in but does not define? We don't know what is meant because the member does not tell us, nor does he provide us with an arbitrator anywhere in the Canadian system that would determine when any such business practices have been violated or when human, labor, or environmental rights have been in some way offended. So he leaves it to our imagination to determine what he means by each of these terms. So ethical business practices. We know there are some members of the NDP that consider it unethical for businesses to run a profit at all.
Yep.
So excluding profitable businesses from the CPP's portfolio would guarantee impoverishment to Canadians who rely on the fund's returns in order to live out a dignified retirement.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to an additional criteria the member says would exclude a company from receiving CPP investments. Environmental violations. Well, this particular member has written that it would be a violation to invest in oil and gas companies.
Yep.
And I'm quoting him here. He laments, the CPPIB is investing billions of your pension dollars into the oil and gas sector, something presumably he would ban from happening if this bill were adopted. And thereby, we would ban the company, ban our pension fund from investing into Canada's largest exporting industry,
No
the oil
kidding.
and gas sector, which
which then gives us back a good return to give back to the pension holders. Oh my God.
produces more jobs for Indigenous Canadians than any other private sector industry, our resource sector. It would be banned from receiving funds invested by our pension system. This at a time when Albertans are considering pulling out of the CPP altogether because of the fact that they are demographically younger and contribute more than on a per capita basis than the other 8 provinces that are members of the fund. So you're going to look Albertans in the eye and tell them they should stay in the CPP pension fund, while that fund specifically bans its managers from investing in Alberta's biggest industry. What an insult to the men and women who have worked in that industry for so long and done so much good for our federation. On the broader definition that the bill provides for unethical business practices, I reached out to the CPPIB and I said, which kinds of companies in Canada would be banned from getting Canadian investment under this legislation? And they came back and said, oh, only the 10 biggest companies on the Toronto Stock Exchange.
What?
All 10 of them, by valuation, would be banned from receiving investment from the CPPIB. Companies like Shopify, Enbridge, Royal Bank, that literally, on a combined basis, literally, these 10 companies employ millions of Canadians, would be banned from receiving investments from their very own pension fund.
So, this is talking about, like, so when you work, part of your paycheck goes into the pension fund. Yeah, Alberta is considering pulling out of Canada, the whole Wexit movement. Yeah. But if you are working full time, you pay into your pension fund by your paycheck. There's a bit of a deduction off your paycheck automatically. This would stop that if you worked for like Enbridge, if you worked for Shopify, if you worked for Royal Bank. This would stop that. Wow. Jesus Christ. And this is what the Liberal government is doing here. This is their idea of getting money moving. And I don't understand how people could still think of voting for them.
Now, whether that is the member's intention, I don't know. In fact, I rather doubt it.
Yeah,
but
I hope not.
That is not important, because writing laws are like programming computers. The machine does what you program it to do. And if you program the CPPIB to ban all of these entities from receiving investment, that is what the managers will be forced to do. In fact, I wonder if the principles in this bill were actually applied, whether the fund would even be able to buy bonds in the Canadian government. I mean, the CPPIB said we'd only be allowed to buy bonds in the Canadian government if this bill passed. I don't even think they'd be allowed to do that. Think about it. This is a government that can't provide clean drinking water to First Nations people, violating human rights. So now we're going to ban, because of the incompetence of federal ministers who can't keep their word and provide clean drinking water, the government itself might be banned from receiving bond investments from the CPPIB. A government here who violates its own environmental promises. It hasn't planted a single tree this could be perceived as an environmental violation. This is a government that signed off on letting the city of Montreal pour millions of liters of raw sewage into our waters. Another violation of environmental rights. Could we possibly buy bonds in the city of Montreal or the government of Canada when such violations have occurred? Of course not. And therefore, this legislation, because of its poor drafting, however well-intentioned, cannot reasonably be implemented, even if it were desirable. But it does give us an opportunity to discuss a new and growing risk that I have worried quietly about for a long time. The CPPIB was depoliticized back in the 1990s. It is a credit to the then Liberal government that they took what was a nearly bankrupt shell that was highly politicized and whose funds were directed by politicians, and they said, we're going to get the sticky fingers and incompetent hands of politicians out of the pensions of Canadians.
They have a First Nations Flint, Michigan. It's bad. It's bad. Most reservations are under boil water advisories. Some of them have mercury in the water, which you can't get, which you can't get out of there by boiling. It's bad.
And we're going to put it in the hands of effectively a group of private sector professionals to invest it and obtain a return. And since that time, the fund has grown from insolvency to $456 billion, almost $500 billion. Now, I hesitated to say that in this place because a lot of politicians just got really big eyes, thinking, oh my goodness, what could we do with that?
Yep.
All the schemes they could come up with to deploy $500 billion. My goodness, they're rubbing their hands together. If you could see it, viewers back home, there are politicians rubbing their hands together, thinking about that very thought right now. And you know, our government, and let me give you an example of how they are already leveraging that wealth. This Prime Minister constantly says we have the lowest debt to GDP ratio in the G7. True, it was an inheritance, had nothing to do with him, but the only reason it's true is because you deduct that $456 billion from our gross debt to give a much lower net debt and the appearance that we have a low national debt. And so already that money, which represents 20% of our GDP, is being leveraged in the minds of this government to justify their irresponsible spending. How long will it be if they keep spending at this pace before they start to say, oh my goodness, we're out of money, we're broke, and now we need to start looking at that big pot of gold that Canadians had set aside. We on this Conservative side will fight tooth and nail to keep the hands of politicians off of the pensions of Canadians. We see it already with the former Minister of Environment urging the CPPIB to invest in her pet environmental projects, similarly to what happened provincially in Ontario when they almost bankrupted our electrical system, doing the exact same thing. We know many would like to defund our energy sector. We, on the Conservative side, will fight to keep the CPP depoliticized with the single purpose of giving an honest return to our hardworking Canadian employees and the retirees who depend on that fund. Thank you.
That's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. I'm glad I watched the whole video. That is... holy crap. He sounds like Colbert. He sounds like an intelligent Colbert. He sounds like an intelligent Colbert. I'll give you that. What else? What else can we do here? We've got a good amount of people here still. What can we do here still? I want to make this a good long stream, 'cause I want to make this I want to make this a good stream, a good makeup stream. So what could we do here? Oh, we've got running around. We've got running, running, running. So it looks like Trump has caved and given and signed the $600 bill, which kind of sucks. Which, you know, it is what it is, but I don't think they should have done that. Let's see here. What can we do? Let's see. What's in... What quickly can we grab from the news, from the news for the coffee stream stuff here? Where are we here? Oh. Let's see. Let's take... So we'll finish nah, do we want to read that story? You know what we'll do? I will do a Gunfox news day on Friday. I'll do that as a New Year's Day thing. I'll do a New Year's Day Gunfox Discord dump. So that's what I'll do. And I'm gonna look for a little bit more news here. So I hope you guys had a good Christmas. My boys got the crap spoiled out of them. And they got puzzles and dinosaurs and dragons, and they each got a snowball maker that makes 5 snowballs, and they got Crayola, like these light boards. They got these what else did they get? They got these Santa gave them Nerf guns, and then my dad came over yesterday and he gave them Nerf guns plus like a 30 pack of extra darts, and they got a barn, like a big barn puzzle from their uncle and cousin, because they love going to the farm over there. It's Pink Hollow's uncle, and it was a good Christmas. I was kind of upset that I didn't get to go see my grandmother. Because I really wanted to go see her. But I did get to see my dad, which was awesome. And I was happy to see him. And then I got to see my mom on Christmas Day. I got a new crock pot, and I also got, it came with like a dip warmer, and Picasso didn't even know it came with that. So it was like a 2-for-1 thing. And I got a nice little hair care kit, like a shampoo, conditioner, and hair mask thing. And I got a new exercise mat so I can do better exercise routines on the floor instead of doing on the hardwood floor, because that was getting really freaking painful. Um so yeah, it was a good Christmas. And the crappy part is that I'm never able to get anything for Pincalo because I can't go out shopping without him. Um I can't, I can't do any of, wait. I say what, let Quebec leave. um did you know that crock pots are awesome? I did know that. Um but yeah, I've wanted to get Pincalo a present, but it's the crappy part about it is that I can't go anywhere without, hey honey, I need you to drive me somewhere. Where? Like, and then, honey, I need you to help me find this thing. Why? Well, cause like there's no way unless like I buy something online, but then I have to be like, okay, so I have less money than I should. Why? Well, because I may have bought you a present. It's like you can't surprise them. It's frustrating. Okay, let's see here. I swear, every time you say dip warmer, it sounds like dick warmer. You need an amnesia mallet. Have him take you shopping, buy his gift, and when you get home, whack him with the mallet, and he won't remember. Oh, that's funny, Lord Famine. That's funny. I like it. Oh my goodness. That's too funny. Alright. So maybe this asteroid will be the thing that resets everything. Let's see. I found one about I found another asteroid story. So let's see here. Share screen. Okay. Here we go. So, LOL to the crackpot, I mean crockpot. I love crockpots. Well then, cost. Let's see here. Close that. No, thank you. Okay. Now that those pop-ups have been taken care of, hopefully. let's go take a look at this story. So this is about an asteroid that's the size of a dwarf planet, which is pretty flippin' big for an asteroid. So let's take a read, shall we? Where's the headline? Article. Okay. Here we are. Mysterious asteroid the size of a dwarf planet is lurking in our solar system. So this is from 2 days ago. So we'll take a listen here. All right. Let's take a look here. Or a listen.
There's a giant asteroid somewhere out in the link solar system, and it hurled a big rock at Chrome link Earth. Period.
It hurled a big rock at Earth, did it? Viva la Pluto! Pluto is considered a dwarf planet under the new rules. Yes, it is. A planet of dwarfs. That's funny. Let's see here.
The evidence for this mystery space rock comes from a diamond-studded meteor that exploded over Sudan in 2008.
Oh, wow.
NASA had spotted the 9-ton, 8,200 kilograms, 13 foot, 4 meters. Link, meteor. NASA link, meteor, heading toward a planet well before impact, and researchers showed up in the Sudanese desert to collect an unusually rich haul of remains. Now, a new study of one of those meteorites suggests that the meteor may have broken off of a giant asteroid, one more or less the size of the dwarf planet Ceres, the largest object in the asteroid belt.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Let he who is without gravity cast the first asteroid. I like it.
Recommended video volume 0%. Video player. Application. Busy. Volume 0%. Dimmed button. Play sound. And up. Video link. Like about 4.6 per link. 6 reasons astrobiology. Like about 4.6% of meteorites on Earth, this one, known as Almatadacida AHS, is made of a material known as carbonaceous chondrite. These black rocks contain organic compounds as well as a variety of minerals and water.
Carbonaceous chondrite, huh? Interesting.
The mineral makeup of these space rocks offers clues about the parent asteroid that birthed a given meteor. Link. Researchers said in a statement. You are currently on a tech. Some of these meteorites are dominated by minerals providing evidence for exposure to water at low temperatures and pressures, study author Vicki Hamilton, a planetary geologist at the Southwest Research Institute in Boulder, Colorado, said in the statement. The composition of other meteorites points to heating in the absence of water. Chrome has new window. Third party at.
This is cool.
The related.
I wonder where the asteroid is.
Third party at. The team analyzed the teensy 0.0018 ounce, 50 milligram sample of AHS under a microscope and found it had a unique mineral makeup. Related link. The high amphibole is the meteorite harbored an unusual suite of minerals that form at intermediate temperatures and pressures, higher than what you'd find in a typical asteroid, but lower than the inside of a planet. One mineral in particular, amphibole, also requires prolonged exposure to water to develop.
Interesting. So I guess that's why they're saying it's a dwarf planet sized asteroid, or not, or more like a dwarf planet, not an asteroid.
Amphibole is common enough on Earth, but it's only appeared once before in trace amounts in a meteorite known as Allende, the largest carbonaceous chondrite ever found, which fell in Chihuahua, Mexico, in 1969.
Okay.
The high amphibole content of AHS suggests the fragment broke off a parent asteroid that's never left meteorites on Earth before.
That's kind of cool.
Chrome busy.
So it's
Next
a
up.
brand new
Loading at.
asteroid.
And samples brought back from the asteroids Ryugu and Bennu. The high amphibole content of and samples brought back from the asteroids Ryugu and Bennu by Japan's Hayabusa 2 and NASA's OSIRIS-REx probes, respectively, will likely reveal more space rock minerals that rarely turn up in meteorites, the researchers wrote in their study.
Cool.
Maybe some types of carbonaceous chondrite just don't survive the plunge through the atmosphere as well, Hamilton said, and that's kept scientists from studying a flavor of chondrite that might be more common in space. Chrome has new.
That's a very possible reason. Because we do know that most meteorites do vaporize.
We think that there are more carbonaceous chondrite materials in the solar system that are represented by our collections of meteorites, she said. The paper was published December 21st in the journal link Nature Astronomy. Period. Originally published on Live Science.
That's pretty cool. I just like randomly found this article on Google News. So that was a cool thing to find. Let's see. It's the end of the world. The dead microplanet is trying to bomb us into oblivion. Oh, that's funny. And there's Wikipedia Snippet with his little snippets of information. Thank you, Wikipedia Snippet. Well, guys, that brings us, I think, to the end of the show. I know that Pinkalo probably wants to do another stream, or a stream as well, a game stream. And because it is, a lazy day or something, I may end up doing a gaming stream later on. In fact, I would like to. But Pinkalo probably will be streaming too. Well, before I do. And I'm not gonna do Combat League anymore, guys. I'm gonna do casuals online because those people will actually want to play Mortal Kombat and not just try and get points and rewards. So we'll actually have some good matches. I was getting really frustrated the other night. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'd like to apologize again for not streaming last night. So like I said, I would probably like to do another stream today, like a gaming stream, to make up for it, especially because I probably won't be able to do one tomorrow because I'll have both boys home with me because it's Christmas break and Pinkala will be back to work. So keep an eye out for that, and also keep an eye out for Pinkalo going live. And thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, guys.